Om सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्तदामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। देवाय तस्मै नमः। In all religious texts, liberation after death has been spoken. Whether it is going to the paradise or the heaven by the Semitic religions, or even in the religious texts of Hinduism, we will find liberation upon or after death. That is the reason why Nachiketa also asked this question: is there anything beyond death? Is there existence at all? Asti te eva che eke na ayam asti te che eke. Edas vidyam anushishtastvayaham varanameshah varastritiyah. My third bone that I want is to know this from you. In the previous verse we saw, Rajasi pralayam gatva, when a person, when he has Rajas, then he will be born among the human. Karma sangishu jayate, then tata pralayinas tamasi moodayonishu jayate. Such a person who is predominantly tamasic, lethargic, lazy, deluded, such an individual will be born among the Mudayoni, those who with that which would not think, or they do not have an ability to think. On the other hand, if a person yada sattve pravruddhe pralayam yadi deha brut tada uttama vidam lokan amalan pratipadyate. You will go to a higher world of men of wisdom. Up to Brahma Loka, it is allowed for a person, a upasakah, one who has lived a sattvic life, performing the rituals and worships as prescribed in the Vedas, or taught to him by men of wisdom, and he followed that. But then these are all after death. And nobody has so far, in your experience or my experience, have come back after death to tell us it is true. And no religion can claim that a person who's dead and came back, maybe Christianity would say Christ came back, resurrection, etc. But the teachings, when he did, he was alive. And so how do we know, what is the guarantee that after death we will go here and there? So here we have to understand that while living itself, one can bring about the joy and happiness to a larger extent by consciously overcoming rajas and tamas. And here, in the next verse, verse number 16, Bhagavan Krishna says, what is the result of sattvic action and rajasic and tamasic actions? And this will be elaborated in the 18th chapter. Bhagavan puts a seed here. Always he does that. He puts some seed here and he will go and explain it a little later. So here he puts the seed of what is the sattvika karma phalam, rajasika karma phalam, tata tamasika karma phalam. So we'll read the verse number 16 here. Karmana sukrutasyahuhu Satvikam nirmalam phalam Rajasastu phalam dukkham Ajnanam tamasa phalam Karmana sukrutasyahuhu Satvikam nirmalam phalam Rajasastu phalam dukkham ajnanam tamasa phalam. Sukrutasya karmanaha satvikam nirmalam phalam ahuhu. Satvikam meaning that which is endowed with sattva, goodness. And what is a sukruta karma? You know, it is interesting in Hindi, this word is, when somebody does anything, we will say, what we say? Shukriya. It's a Sanskrit word, sukriya. That is action done well. What do we call it as an action done well? Is it the efficiency of the action or something different from more than that? Let me give you an example. There is a cloth which is dirty. You take the soap or whatever and clean it completely. And you cleaned it all right, but there is some more dirt in that cloth, which you can clean, but you decided not to. Chalega. If you do that, you are not the wearer of the cloth, you are only a servant. Because if you are the one who is going to wear the cloth, you will make sure that that cloth is completely clean. What is the difference between a dasaha, a servant, and adhikari? You know, when I was in Calcutta for a few months, or one year or more, I was serving there as Chinmaya Mission Center. And we had one servant. I always quote him. Probably you would not know that I'm quoting him. A very innocent boy. And he used to do all the chota mota work there in the ashram. One day I told him, the main hall, the wall was made out of, they had painted in the oil, so easy to clean, oil texture painting. It was gathering some dust. So I told him, hey, by the time evening I come, clean this wall. So he looked at my hand and the wall. And when I came back in the evening, only that portion where I marked or showed like this, only that portion he cleaned. The rest of them still dirty. I said, what did you do? I cleaned. But why didn't you clean the whole place? But you showed only this much. See, that is an attitude of a person who does karma and is a karma dasa. Is only a worker. Whereas if you are the owner, would you do that? What is sattvika karma? You own up the action as if you are doing it for your own self. Karma adhikari bhavatvam na karma daso bhavatvam. Don't become a servant of action. Become the owner of that action. Owner in the sense, here not the kartrutva bhava, I'm not talking about having the doership, but ownership in the sense that it is my responsibility to do it. ये ठीक करना है तो अच्छा करना है, अच्छी तरफ से करना है, not with a half-heartedness. And also as you are doing it, if you can add the element of Ishwarartham karma karomi, भगवान के लिए कर रहा हूं मैं. If you have that attitude additional to that, then you become karma adhikari se karma yogi. You will become. And what is the result of a karma done with an attitude of offering to the Bhagavan? Tasya phalam kim bhavati satvikam phalam prasada buddhya prapnodi saha. Then he will receive the phalam, result of that action, as a prasad from the Lord. Chitta shuddhi abhi bhavati. Purity of mind also will be the result of sattvic action. Karma is the same. Action, you cannot distinguish between either it's a rajasic action, sattvic action, tamasic action. Action is action, physically done. Sattvika, tamasika and rajasika gunaha, where are they? Manasi. Is it not? In the action, there is really speaking not sattvic action, tamasic. Even a ritual prescribed by in the Vedas also. Later on, Bhagavan will say in 17th chapter, even those actions which are prescribed in the Vedas also can be done sattvikally. Sattvikally means with sattvic attitude, tamasic attitude, rajasic attitude. It's not the action that decides. It's the attitude. So sattvikam karma, sattvikam phalam means what? Nirmalam phalam, malaragitam, ragadvesha ragitam phalam. उसमें रागद्वेष नहीं होगा. ये आपको भगवान से मिल रहा है, तो उसमें रागद्वेष क्या है? When it is received from the Lord, would you even judge it? Whatever is given, that is what I deserve. Bhagavan has decided. I did my best, and whatever I get is His grace. That is called Sattvikam Phalam, Nirmalam, Ragadvesha Rahitam. And we saw Sattvam Sukhe Sanjayati. Sukh kisme hai? Karmanieva Sukham. Sattvic karma is that in the action itself, the performer gets the joy. Karma karte hue bhi, While engaging in action itself, that is Sukham. Not in the result only. Result may or may not. If he is able to achieve the joy of engaging in the action itself, he would be least interested in the result itself. Result है तो नहीं है तो क्या है? Let me give an example to you. When you go to sleep, is it sleeping is happiness or after sleep is happiness? You tell me. After sleeping, I'll be happy. No. Where you have withdrawn all the faculties and you are with yourself, us karma be, in that karma itself, karmani sukham. Don't extrapolate the example. That is to say that a person who has lost himself completely in the very act itself, without anxiety about the result, karmani eva sukham tasya. Inspired by the work. So that is karmana sukrutasya. Sukruta means sushtu krutasya. Satvika bhavena krutasya. Karmanaha phalam satvikam. On the other hand, rajasaha phalam tu dukkham. Kyun? Why it is so? Because asakti rupatvat. Because rajas is, as we know, lobha, pravritti, arambha, karmanam, ashamaha, spruha. These are all the expressions of rajas. So lobha hai man mein. The feeling of greedy attitude is there. So action is not important for him. He will do anything. Because his intention is what? What's going to be the result? His attention is in the result while even engaging in action. Therefore, he is not enjoying the action. If there is a student who studied well and he is writing the answers to the questions that are raised there, he's least bothered about the result because he's enjoying, this is very challenging to me. Let me give my best. So the mind of a rajasic person is all the time attached to the result of action. Therefore, while engaging in action, the anxiety settles in. Therefore, asakti rupatvat karmani nasukam. And about the result is all the time unhappy because obviously a lobby is never be content. Any amount you give, a little more will be fine. Little more. One person went in Bombay market, near the Sweetie station, etc. Usually there used to be a market on the side. So this fellow went and he wanted to buy umbrella. He asked her, how much is the umbrella? They said 200 rupees. 200 rupees for an umbrella? I know, I'm talking about quite some time back. Nowadays it may be more. 200 rupees for this umbrella? Yes. Kamti karo. Make it a little less. So he took a smaller one, le lo, 200 ke liye. The smaller version of the same umbrella. This is small. I will give you only 100. And then smaller than one, then he showed. You take this for 100. No, that I will give only 50. That fellow got so irritated. Take it, muft mein le lo. Chalo, muft mein le lo. Take it free. He said, do de do. Give me 2. Ye low bhi hai. You understand? He is never content. Always having the dissatisfaction in the mind or in the heart. So obviously the result, any result will be dukkham only. Raga dvesha desha rupam. Dukkham. So rajasaha, lobhi, for a lobhi, it is phalam. Any karma he does, the result will be dukkham. Now, what to talk of tamasic person? Karta bhi nahi hai. His idea is, I will open the mouth and people will feed. I'll close the mouth. Tamasaha phalam ajnanam. Kyun? Why it is so? Ajnanajam. Born out of ajnan, वो ज्ञान नहीं होगा. Born out of ajnan, sukh bhi nahi hoga. It cannot be sukham or happiness. Neither it can be, nor it can be anything to lead him to knowledge or fulfillment. No actual accomplishment. That's why Bhagavan called him as what? Mityachara. Karmendriyani sanyamya yaste मनसा स्मरण इंद्रियार्थान विमूढ़ात्मा मिथ्याचार सोचते. करता नहीं है. सब लोग करवाता है ना. You do. स्वयं न करोति परान कारयति. He would not do himself, but everybody else have to work around him. And therefore, that is why alasya nidra pramadaha is said to be the expression, or said to be the expression of tamas. Tasya phalam. If at all he engages in any action, he would not. But such an individual, phalam means what? The experience that person will have in general is only ajnanam. तो समझता नहीं है. उसका no intention to learn anything, to improve anything, to accomplish anything. Mind is dull, lazy, deluded. So that is the nature of a tamasic person. So here when it is said, phalam means his nature of experience will be like that only. Whatever he does. Best example is Kumbhakarna, Ravana and Vibhishana, right? All the three of them did tapas only. And Vibhishana, when he was asked, what do you want? Bhagavad Bhakti. And Ravana, when he was asked, what do you want? Shakti. Kumbhakarna was asked, what do you want? Bhukti. Shakti chahiye और मुक्ति चाहिए और भक्ति और मुक्ति यार भुक्ति चाहिए. भोगेन जीवति भोगे मरणं गच्छति. Living is also indulgence, dying it is also indulgence. So Bhagavan says, very democratic Bhagavan. If that is your life, then live like an animal only. Why you have to be human? If that is the nature of life you want, then why do you need to be human? Kumbhakarna. So in the next verse, Bhagavan continues that a person who lives in sattva, what will be his nature of life? So now let's see that next verse. Sattva sanjayate jnanam. Rajaso lobha evacha. Pramada mohau tamasaha. Bhavato jnanamevacha. Sattvat sanjayate jnanam. Rajaso lobha evacha. Pramada mohau tamasaha. Bhavato jnanamevacha. Jnanam sanjayate sattvat. A person who is able to thus engage in actions or chooses those things in his life, activities that are of sattvic nature, eventually gains a greater knowledge about oneself. Here jnanam is not laukika jnanam, dravya jnanam, atma jnanam iti That is what to be understood. Atmajnanam iti uchyate atra. Because sattvic, because a person, anybody who's studying material science or any other thing need not be sattvic at all. I'm learning about business. You don't need to be sattvic. If you are sattvic, that knowledge is, see, a person even want to be sattvic is also seeking for that knowledge only. Otherwise, if you go to a person who is on the road and say, be sattvic, he said, why should I be? कर्म योग करो, किसके लिए? You know, you person of the world, and you tell him, you know, you have to engage in action and not to think about the result. पागल है क्या? Without thinking about the result, why should I even act? So Bhagavan therefore cautions in Gita itself, na buddhi bedam janayet ajnanam karma sanginam joshayet sarva karmani vidwan yukta samacharan. ये अज्ञानी लोग हैं ना, उसके पास वो कर्मियों के बारे में कुछ प्रचार मत करो. न बुद्धि वेदम जनयेत. Don't go and unsettle the mind of people who are attached to action. Then who is want to be a sattvic person? A person who realizes that I need to act, no doubt. Here we are not talking about a realized person. He is a jignasu only. He is a seeker of knowledge. And the seeker of knowledge, what does he do? He would seek that kind of activity or choose those kind of activities which can quieten the mind and get him prepared for gaining knowledge. Nobody can escape action. Gurudev used to say, you know, even though I have no reason to act, but I continue to act because I'm living, breathing. Is it not Bhagavan also said that? Na anavaptam avaptavyam, there is nothing that I not get, I need to get. Varta evacha karmani. I continue to work. Mama vartmanu vartante manushya partha sarvasha. Because people are just following me. I would be setting a wrong example if I don't do anything. Yadi hyayam na varteyam jadatishtatya karma krita karyate. So yadi varteyam, if in case I stay doing no action, then I will be creating a destruction to my creation. In case if I remain without doing an action. Yadi hyayam na varteyam atandritah, without rest. If I do not engage in action, then mama vartma anuvartante manushyaha. People will follow me and I will be setting a wrong example. So even those Mahatmas who probably would have no need to act, Utsedehu ime lokaha. In this, Bhagavan says, I will be causing a great amount of distraction to the creation if I stop doing. Even though Trishlokeshu, in these three worlds also, there is nothing that I am going to gain out of doing this, O Arjun. Then why do they act? Even quoting Janaka, Bhagavan very clearly said, even Janaka, such a thus great kings, they engaged in action in spite of the fact that they know what is truth. Akarta atma edi jnatva abhi karma karoti saha. Even though he knows the Atman is akarta, yet he engages in action. And what kind of an action they do, that is called sattvic karma. In Taittiriya Upanishad also it is said, in case if you have a doubt about what needs to be done, yata te karma vichikitsa vavritta vichikitsa vasya etatta brahmana sammarshinaha yukta ayuktaha aluksha dharma kam asyuho yata tatra varteran tata tatra vartetaha. If you have a doubt about what to do, look at the people who have no desire and engaging in action. They are the example for you. Follow them. So Satvika karma is a mukti marg. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi also, what does he say? Ishwaratidanam na ichchakritam chitta shodakam mukti sadakam. On the other hand, if you are engaging in the whirlpool of karma, palamashashvadam gadi nirodakam. So सात्विकम कर्म करते हुए भी उसका क्या मिलेगा? उसको क्या मिलेगा? ज्ञान मिलेगा. ज्ञान का अधिकारित्वम. ज्ञान अधिकारी भवति. तो सत्वात् संजायते ज्ञानम. कर्म से ज्ञान नहीं मिलेगा. कर्म करते हुए चित्त शुद्धि हो जाएगा. By karma you don't get knowledge, because when you say sattvat sanjayate in my sattvic karmana sanjayate jnanam, sattvic karmana sanjayate chitta shuddhi praptyanantaram, guru ke paas jaake one has to gain the purity of mind, and obviously such a mind will seek for a higher endeavor, a higher liberation, etc., higher knowledge. That's why in Upanishad very clearly said, Parikshalokan karmachitan brahmanaha nirvedamaya na asti akritakritena. Karmana nahi jayate. Muktihi. What is that which can give me that mukti, which is not a product of karma? Tadvijnanartham sagurumeva vigachet. To know that, he goes to the teacher. So when it says sattvat sanjayate jnanam, to be understood, satchayate, sattva sanjayate jnana adhikaritvam. And rajas, obviously, it has no seeking of knowledge. It is only caught in the same desire in the samsara of in the ocean of desire or ocean of samsara. And therefore, rajasaha of the person who is of the nature of rajas, lobha evacha. More and more labharti, wanting more and more of things. And obviously, a person who is in the tamasic mood all the time, pramada mohau bhavataha. Only pramada, inadvertence, heedlessness, and delusion. Why? And also, this is because he remains only in the state of dull-wittedness, ajnanam evacha. Uska ajnani hi milega, jnana nahi milega. So therefore, we have a choice. That is why we are human, who are having the ability to set right our direction of life, and that is what is called sadhana or spiritual practice. They are not injunctions, they are directions. As human being, we are not subject to be instructed. And if you are instructed, there is no intelligence. Ye karo, ye karo, ye karo, ye karo, ye mat karo, ye mat karo, ye mat karo. When somebody says all the time to you like this, would you like it? Even as your own child becomes a teenager, when you start doing, hey, don't go there, or don't do that. Daddy, I know. I'm grown up. Don't live my life. Don't they say that? If you have not heard, you will hear soon. But then, you don't want to be told all the time. So, Gita or Upanishad, they are only indicating. Gurudev would say they are all indicators. This is how, if you want this goal as your life, then this is the way to go. They are only signposts for us. Whether you use the signpost and walk in the direction or not, it is absolutely your choice. So one who is remaining in the rajasic nature, extrovertedness, ashamaha, karmanam, asamah, arambaha, spruha, restlessness, desire, greed, then obviously the life will give you only that. More and more. And your friends and people who are around you also of the same type only will be. Right? All right. Now, another beautiful thing is, what makes a sattvic person better than others? In what way he or she is better? Now you see in the next verse he says, Urdvam gachanti sattvastaha madhye tishtanti rajasaha jaganya guna vrittistaha adho gachanti tamasaha ऊर्ध्वं गच्छन्ति सत्त्वस्ताः मध्ये तिष्ठन्ति राजसाः जगन्यगुणवृत्तिस्ताः अधो गच्छन्ति तामसाः सत्त्वस्थाः सत्त्वे सत्त्वगुणे स्थिताः. Those who are abiding in the sattvic nature. Now you see, I have told you this also before. Maya has got 3 gunas. Out of the sattvika amsha of the 5 pancha mahabhutas, together they have caused mana, buddhi, ahankara and chittam. Together. Meaning space, air, fire, water, earth. All the 5, their sattvic amsha together created antakaranani. Antakaranani, Chaturvida antakaranani. Individual sattvic amshas have created the 5 organs of perception. Space created the ears. Air created the skin. Fire created the eyes. Water created a tongue. And nose created, the earth created the nose. The sense of smell. What I mean in nose is not this nose. Sense of smell, sense of taste, sense of sight, sense of what is that? Touch and sense of sound. Shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha. Now, these are all sattvic amshas. Now, manaha, buddhihi, essentially, mana and buddhi, ahankara and chittam are added elements. They cannot stay alone. Manaha chada buddhischa. Mayayaha sattvika amshatvat, because basically they are from the sattvic nature of Maya, they are sattvic only, by nature. But when it gets associated with something else, then it gets polluted. The pollution is not its natural condition. Mind is not by nature rajas or tamas. It is by nature sattva only. Because it has come from Maya's sattvic nature. In other words, when you do not allow rajas and tamas to come in, you don't need to create sattva. That's what I'm trying to say. It is like water you take and you heat it up, it gets heated up. But you leave it, it will go back to its natural condition of below the room temperature. To make it water to go to below room temperature, what do you need to do? Just leave it. Cool it down. No need to cool it down. Just leave it. छोड़ दो उसको, रहने दो. And sattva by nature is light. Lightweight, not light, L-I-G-H-T. It's also light, no doubt, but it is simple. Light-heartedness. And therefore, that which is light will always go up. You see? That which is heavy only will not go up. Which is light, it will go up. Urdhvam gacchanti sattvastha. A simple-minded person who does not expect anything from anyone is not disappointed. You cannot trouble a person who doesn't want anything. कुछ चाहिए, कुछ नहीं चाहिए मुझे. हम स्वस्थ हूँ. I am swastha. I am staying by myself and I am fine. No, how will you disturb that a person who doesn't have anything to seek from others? है तो है, नहीं तो नहीं है. So what? I am fine. So such simple living and light-heartedness, least expectation from the world, and content with oneself. Such a light-hearted person, where would his journey be? Urdhvam eva. Urdhvam here means higher levels of thinking. Earlier he talked about Maranat Prag. After the Marana, where he goes, he is already spoken about that. He doesn't want to repeat that day here. Uttama Vidan Lokan and all he talked about. So here Urdhvam Gacchanti means Uttama Bhavena Tishtati Saha. He will remain in that higher level of consciousness, and also he will seek the company of people who are of higher nature. That's what it means. Urdhvam Gacchanti means what? Satsangam Gacchanti. They will go towards people of higher nature, greater knowledge, wisdom, men of illumination, realization. उसके पास ही उसका मन जाएगा. ऐसा समझना चाहिए. Otherwise you say, Swamiji, I have been sattvic, I am not going anywhere. उठता नहीं है, गुटता नहीं. Physically you are trying to lift yourself. Gurudev used to say there are some people who practice certain things like lifting, what is that? Levitation meditation. Gurudev used to say that I do not want this froggy meditation. Frogs only jump from one place to another. I don't want such things. Man ka upar rakhne do. Keep the mind above. So Urdhvam Gacchanti means Satsange Gacchanti. They go to the higher level, not after death, while living itself. And what about the people who are Rajasic? They remain talking about politics, economics, movies, entertainment, drinking, parties, shopping. Madhye tishtanti rajasaha. Yeah. In this world, grounded. Nothing else they can think of. They will come back to the same point again and again and again. Anything you take, they will come back to this politics. See, Gurudev used to say, when you are going to the next floor, you go, walk up the stairs, and there is a landing space to turn. And in the turning place, you can go up or go down also. Correct? When you are taking a stairs goes there and stops there, and then turn around and you go up. And that point, you have a choice to come down or go up. That is the case of a person who is in Manushya Sthiti. Manushya alone has got this choice of going up or going down. And going down here is explained in second chapter. Jayato Vishayan Vamsaha Sangasteshu Upajayate, and all the way Pranashyati. So here, the person who is Rajasic, he will remain in the Madhye Tishtanti, means Manushya Loke, in this. So you see, Loka, to understand very clearly, Loka in Sanskrit, Loka means Lokyate iti Lokaha. What you perceive is called Loka. Look. In English, look. So we have in LA, we have Disney Loka, Universal Loka. Loka means what? A field of experience. Disney World, Disneyland. What does it mean? When you go there, you have a different field of experience, right? Hollywood Loka. So the Manushya Loka means the mind of a person who is only about this world of beings who are engaged in so many different varieties of activities and karma phalam, actions and results of actions, and they are only worried about that. I did this, I didn't get this. If I did this, I will get that. If I do this way, and they will get that way. This is all their mind will be working on. So they are pretty much grounded to this world of relative reality. On the other hand, Jaganya Guna Vrittistaha Tamasaha. Jaganya means what? Lower, aga. Meaning, so that which are of the lowest nature of experiences. See, as a human being, we are called, what do we call it? We are vertical beings. Vertical beings means what? Gurudev used to say, head first, stomach later, and then the lower urges. What is to be given maximum priority as a human being? Thinking. And only if thinking is, when you have done enough thinking, then you give food for the body. Food for the body is for thinking, not for the lower one. And then lower one is only for the sake of progeny, for nothing else other than that. Animals are what? This. Meaning, their thinking is only about food, and food is only for this. Breeding and mating. So what is tamoguna? Tamasaha means what? They live in that condition of thinking only about the lower nature. Thinking is about that, and eating is about for that only. Self-indulgence, sensuousness, lust. Therefore, adho gachanti, go down. So the men of tamasic nature, their lifestyle, engagement, interactions, experiences, behavior, associations, learning, action, all are meant for indulgence, sensuous experiences. So that is a lifestyle. Urdhvam gachanti sattvastaha, madhye tishtanti rajasaha, jaganya guna vrittistaha, adho gachanti tamasaha. So that is the nature of experiences of these people who have appropriate those kind of qualities of thinking. Now, having said it, almost, this many verses are done. Bhagavan comes to the main point only now here. Acha, ye sab aapne suna. About the gunas you have understood, right? Yes. Now comes this important point. क्या है? अभी देखो, he says, नान्यं गुणेभ्यः कर्तारम् यदा द्रष्टानुपश्यति गुणेभ्यश्च परं वेत्ति मद्भावं सोऽधिगच्छति नान्यं गुणेभ्यः कर्तारं यदा द्रष्टानुपश्यति गुणेभ्यश्च परं वेत्ति मद्भावं सोऽधिगच्छति. Yada, when drishta. Drishta means drashtru, seer. The seer is the kshetrajna, purusha. Drashta is different from drishyam. Yadrishyam tajjadam alpam parinamatmakam dukkatmakam martyam tasmat hyeyam. Bhagavan Shankaracharya very clearly said, anything that is perceived is inert, changing, impermanent, subject to death, leave it. Drishtana drishyam kadachit na bhavati. On the other hand, the seer is one who never becomes seen. Is always remaining as witnessed and not witnessed. He only ever remains as the drishta, the seer. Drishta, yada drishta. Here you can take it as a drishta, a person who is a person of knowledge, higher knowledge. What is that called higher knowledge? Yada drishta gunebhyah anyam na kartaram pashyati. One meaning. Let us take two meanings here. Gunebhyah anyam. Than the gunas, other than the gunas, kartaram, the doer, na anupashyati, not seeing. Meaning, he doesn't see anyone other than the gunas as the doer. Meaning, sarvani karmani prakritya eva. Prakriti eva cha karmani. Prakriti alone is the karmani kurvanti. The karmani kurute prakriti eva. Prakriti alone is the one who is doing all action. Na anyaha. Prakriti guna rupena. Prakriti is acting in the form of gunas and that Prakriti is doing all the action. Prakriti kriyamanani gune karmani sarvashah ahankara vimudatma karta aham idi manyate. So other than the gunas, there is nothing else is doing the action. So Prakriti eva karta idi yaha pashyati saha drishta, the person who sees this, become veti. He becomes a knower of what? Gunebhyascha param madbhavam. The greater than the guna is my nature, one's own nature, atma bhavam. Saha adhigacchati atma bhavam. Then he will reach that state of the self. This is one meaning. Another meaning is yada drashta gunebhyah anyam kartaram pashyati. See, it is very interesting, Gunebhyascha anyam, gunebhyah anyam, na kartaram, meaning akarta, iti atmanam pashyati. Meaning, the person who is able to see that which is other than the gunas, the Atman is not a karta. Iti pashyati. Gunebhyah anyam atmanam to be added. Na kartaram iti pashyati. Na karta iti pashyati. So when a person comes to realize that other than the gunas, what is there is Atman, which is not a karta. Meaning, Atmanam akarta iti pashyati. Knowing the self as a not the doer. One is to say that other than the gunas, nobody else is doing. It is gunas only doing. Secondly, I the self won't do. I'm not the doer. Aham akarta iti pashyati sahaveti. What? Madbhavam gunebhyascha param. Then he knows that self as different from the gunas, who is the witness to the gunas, witness to the qualities, but not a participant. Not a participant means what? Yasya sanidhi matrena sarvam bhavati. You know, everything is possible in whose presence, but in whose absence they cannot be. That doesn't mean I am the doer. If the power is there because of which light is there, fan is running, etc., don't say current is the light, current is the fan. No. Current is not round, round, round. It is not going round, round, round. Current is not light. Current is not movement. But in his presence only the activities are going, right? Yat chakshusana pashyati, ena chakshumshi pashyati, tadeva brahmatvam vitti. Because of which eyes can see, but eyes cannot see. Because of which mind can think, but mind cannot think about it. Because of which you can hear, but you cannot hear. Hear that. So therefore, akartaram atmanam yaha pashyati gunebhyah anyam iti. Saha veti. He knows what? Gunebhyah param. That which is other than, greater than gunaha, that he knows. Then saha madbhavam, atmabhavam gacchati. Adhigacchati. Adhigacchati, janati. He knows then. He comes to know the nature of the self clearly then. Oh, that is the point. Why you have discussed all these gunas? To come to this point. What? That other than the gunas, there is you. So what is the nature of such a person? What is that Atma Bhavam you are talking about? Now we'll see this verse and I'll explain this in the next session. Gunanetan atityatrin dehi deha samudbhavan janma mrityu jara dukkaihi vimukto mritamashnute. Gunanetan atityatrin dehi deha samudbhavan janma mrityu jara dukkaihi vimukto mritamashnute. Madbhavam atmabhavam amrita swarupam tadashnute saha. My nature, which he said earlier in the verse, is atmabhavam madbhavam. My nature is amrutatvam. So therefore, amrutatvam, amrutam ashnute, reaches the immortality. Who? Dehi. He says very clearly, Dehi, meaning one who has identified with Deha, all right. One here, it is not to be understood as one who is a Jiva. Dehi means one who is abiding presently in that Deha, and he comes to know what? Etan Gunan, these three gunas, which are Deha Samudbhavan, Deha Utpatti Bija Bhutan. They are the cause for these three Dehas, Shariras. Sthula Sukshma Sharira, Sthula Sukshma Karana Sharira Udbhavan. These gunas, these qualities are those which are the causes for the three bodies to come into existence. Tan Aditya. Crossing and transcending the Aditya, all the three he having transcended. How? By knowing that Aham Atma Akarta iti jnatva Janma Mrityu Jara Dukkaihi Vimuktaha. He becomes free of Janma, birth, Mrityu, death, Jara, old age, and Dukkha, all sorrows. Vimuktaha, freed from Amrutamashnute. He obtains immortality. Swamiji, that means Amrutam is a place. I have to go. एक जगह है वहां पे, एक जगह उसको कॉल्ड अमृत, वहां जाना है अभी ये सब छोड़ के, यही है नहीं? Is it the place called Amrutam which I have to reach after leaving these? By knowing that I will go there, right? अरे मूढ़ा, ये कोई जाने का वो जगह नहीं है भाई, ज्ञान जानने का जगह है, ये जानने का है, जाने का नहीं है. It is a thing to be known and realized, not a place to be reached. That's why the word Ashnute is given here. He experiences. Ashnam. Ash is to enjoy, to experience. Bhungte iti artha. But here, Ashnute should be understood as experiences. He would experience that immortality. Oh, all right. How is that? You know, that's what he would ask Arjun next question. How do we know such a person has reached there? Agle din. I'll just conclude and then I will just say a few words, okay? Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhat bhavet. Om shanti shanti shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.